Hello, guys. Welcome to sportsbookrareview.com. Natalie Rice from here. It's Monday, and we have the weekly kickoff show. We've got 9 midweek matches, including a Coppa Italia final here that we're going to run through with Team Bankroll. Let's have a look who's on the bench. We've got Alex from Need for Tips, Big Man on campus, and super sub Nigel Seeley. We've put our names down the matches a bit sort of like the best bet style next to the matches that we've got strong picks for, and left out the ones that don't. We're pretty much covering all of them, and interestingly, not Man City versus Brighton. But we will get back to that, and I will ask why people have avoided. I think I know I've avoided too. But so first of all, guys, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here on your Monday. How's it going?
Thanks for having us,
Hello.
Nat.
Very good.
Good. All right, let us commence. Thank you to everybody who is tuning in. I see Anne S, Basserman. I see Scumbuzo, Sithole. Thanks for joining us here. But let's kick off. Swansea versus Southampton. Now it's from week 31. They play tomorrow. Saints 2.5, Swans 3.1, and draw 3.1. It's Nigel and Big Man on this one. It's two poor teams. It's a relegation battle. That was one of the reasons that I was avoiding it. I struggled over the weekend, I have to say. Nigel, you did very well. Again, I think you got 4 out of the 6 bets that you gave. You went 6 out of 6 the week before. So you clearly aren't struggling. What are you going for?
This is a very, very interesting game. Obviously, it's a huge match now at the bottom of the table. Both teams desperate for the win to give themselves some security to stay in the Premier League. And for that reason, I think it's going to be as tight as anything. I think goals are going to be very, very hard to find. I think under 2.5 goals, the money's already started to come. It's now 1.66. I think that's a banker. I think under 1.5 goals here is a good bet at 3.0. I really want to be pretty surprised to see this be a very, very cagey, low-scoring draw. The money's coming for the draw. But on the match outcomes, I'm swerving. I'm going all in on under 2.5 goals. This will be very, very, very cagey. 1.66 is the price. I think it'll start 1.57. Two sides struggling at the foot of the table because they can't score goals. And I think that'll be the same again. Under 2.5 goals for me, 1.66.
Yeah. Swans, they are struggling, aren't they? Failed to score in their last 3. The lean for me was unders, I have to say. Big Man, are you on that as well? The under 2.5 goals? Or did you find something else?
No, I'm going to go with Swansea City, draw no bet here at 2.2. I'm not really looking to take Southampton on the road. This team has been and had major issues away from home all season, just 2 away wins all year. And I look at Swansea. Look, are they a great club? No. They're both battling relegation. They both need the 3 points desperately. And I look at Swansea against similar competition at home. Against the bottom 6, they've won all 3 matches this year in that stadium against bottom competition. I agree, it will be a cagey match, but I get the feeling Swans can grab a goal here. I'm going to say 1-0. It could very well be a draw, and I'll just get my money back. That's about as much at stake as I want to put on this. I'm not overly confident that Swansea will win, but I'm pretty confident. I like them at home. I think the home factor is going to be the difference here for them. I'll take them draw no bet at 2.2 Swansea City.
All right, wonderful stuff. I just saw who posted a thing about, your 100 euros is almost in, Alex, says Anne S. We've also, if you follow Alex on Twitter, at Need for Tips, but also Bookmakers Review, we've got a forum post that Alex started, and everybody gives their bets. It's 1 to 10, and obviously when it wins, you go on to number 2, number 3, you put in low odds, but I'll post a link soon on the chat if you guys want to join in. Okay, Leicester versus Arsenal now. We are all in on this one. Arsenal 2.05, draw 3.5, and Leicester 3.6. Leicester obviously had a rocky start to the season, picked up midway, struggling again. Do we take Arsenal on the road? 2.05, or is there something else? Alex, start us off.
I think the Leicester are on vacation. Arsenal with a really nice performance last weekend. The last match of Wenger's at home, and I think that they will continue. But Arsenal are priced right now at evens, so I will not ignore that price. I'm taking Arsenal. They are not missing any players. They will start the match with their strong 11. Both teams have nothing to play for, if you ask me. Leicester are not fighting relegation. Arsenal cannot earn a Champions League place, but I think that they will try to finish the season in style, and at evens. Arsenal right now, after the last performance at home, look really, really good.
Yeah, I agree. Leicester sort of going on holiday. I think they lost to Newcastle April 7th. And so since then, they've not been able to sort of gain memento. Arsenal, obviously, coming from that massive Burnley win there, cementing their 6th spot. What do you go, Nigel? You're an Arsenal fan. Even money there for the Arsenal away win. Is that a good bet?
Yeah, Leicester are gone, and they're not playing for the manager. Flash gave us some great insight a couple of weeks ago, saying that was their players aren't going to be in up for him. I've been told to back Marco Silva to be the next manager at Leicester already, from someone that me and Flash know. So that could be the call already. Already planning for Silva to go in at the start of next season. The Leicester players don't want him. I'm surprised the money's come for Leicester. They haven't won in their last 5. Alex, the thing is, the only trouble is that Arsenal do concede, and they will be without one key player who's the key player for the whole team. It's Koscielny, obviously out injured for the remainder of the season. So, I mean, that means that Arsenal will concede a goal. There will be goals in this, but I think that even money Arsenal is too big against the Leicester side that I've given up. So I'm all in for Arsenal 2.0. I think they'll win. But I do think goals.
All right.
Goals.
Yeah. Two for the Arsenal win here. Leicester haven't scored in their last 3 matches, but you're right, Arsenal do concede, so maybe this is the time we'll see them find the back of the net. Big man, what are you on? Are you making it a full house?
I am, but I'm going to give out 2 bets in this match. I'm going to go with Arsenal as well. I think, if you look at around the country, around, if you're a soccer fan or whatever, I think the big common theme this year is Arsenal cannot win on the road. It's time to dispose of that. This is a team in Leicester who have already committed to the summer. They're ready to fly up over to the beach, and they've obviously packed it in. These guys have mentioned that. I'm going to go Arsenal to win. I'm also going to go Arsenal and the over 2.5 at 2.65. You look at, Leicester, they've been shipping goals lately. And I've noticed when Arsenal win, generally against bad sides, they're crushing them. I mean, they're putting away 3 goals generally in every match. I mean, we obviously saw what they did yesterday to Burnley. They put up 4 against West Ham United, put up, obviously in their Europa League, they're putting up big goals as well.
All at home.
I think Nigel
all at home.
Right, but
trouble.
Listen, right now we've seen what Leicester's been doing. I mean, they're shipping goals to anyone right now. I think this is 2-1 at worst. I'm going to go Arsenal to win. I'm also having a separate bet Arsenal to win in the over 2.5 at 2.65.
Okay. Arsenal win for me, I have to say 2.05. A couple of other bets mentioned on the chat here. Barcelona, Arsenal team total over 1.5 goals at 1.73. Not bad. And Arsenal and the over 1.5 goals at 2.21. Next, we've got Tottenham versus Newcastle. Spurs very low here, 1.15. Draw 7.5 and Newcastle 15. Obviously, Tottenham, 'tis the season of strange results. 1-0 lost. To West Brom. Pardon?
Do me a favour.
Sure.
I thought I was on mute. I was just calling someone. Just asking someone for asking something. I thought I was on mute. I apologise.
That's all right. So yeah, very low odds there, 1.15. They are on their turf, hosting Newcastle, but very low odds. I think this is going to be closer than the odds suggest. Alex and myself, I'm on this one too. Alex, what do you like here?
Not a lot for this match. I think that we would see both teams to score. I was thinking about both teams to score at 2.04. Newcastle have the power to score against Tottenham. I can go also with over 2.5, but that is low at 1.44. I think that I will stick with both teams to score at 2.08.
Okay. All right. You don't still feel confident about that one. Was your name supposed to be on that one, or did I read wrong?
Yeah, I don't think that it was supposed to be on that one, but I am. I think that I did a mistake. It's not on my paper. I'm using pen and paper for my tips, and it's not here. So I thought that okay, let me say that Newcastle will find the back of the net against Tottenham.
Okay, I think that I quite like this bet. I think things are going to be tight. I found the odds Newcastle plus 2.5 goals at 1.7. Both teams keep their matches tight. Last time Spurs won by 2 or more goals was playing Chelsea, and that was the beginning of April. So Newcastle plus 2.5 at 1.7. I like that one. Okay, so the next is Man City versus Brighton. Big man, why did you skip that one?
I don't know.
Curiosity.
I guess I just had a bad taste in my mouth after their little stunt yesterday. Really not showing up whatsoever. I thought they were very interested in getting to that 100-point mark, and look, they still may. Actually, I don't know if they can. They might be.
No.
I don't think they can at this point,
They
which
can.
is kind of irritating.
They can
Get 6
they
points
can.
and get right to 100.
Two wins.
Okay, there you go. Yeah,
exactly.
Right,
Till 100.
But again, I mean, we're going to have to lay. All they have to do is win. I mean, laying goals, they don't necessarily have to win by margin. Just needing to win. I don't know. I guess I just didn't really have any interest. Brighton, obviously, they've they're going to stay up, so the game doesn't mean a ton to them. I don't know. Just didn't really have a feel on it.
Yeah, do you know? I think that's probably how we all felt. We all passed on that one. Chelsea versus Huddersfield now. Chelsea 1.18, draw 7. Huddersfield 19. Big man and Alex are on this one. Big man, what do you like?
I really like Chelsea win the 0 here, and that might be the very straight play, the square play. But listen, I think Huddersfield's going to find a way to get relegated here. I just their schedule at the end of the year is very difficult. I mean, you imagine Man City is at 97 points in last game of the season. They're going to get crushed. They're not going to win these last 2 games, and Huddersfield have struggled away. Just 3 wins all year. They failed to score in 13 different games on the road this year. Just a dreadful side. And I've been impressed with Chelsea. I think they got all of us over the weekend. A nice performance by them. Defensively, they've been very good. They've kept 3 straight clean sheets, and they have a little bit to play for. Obviously, top 4's in their sights again, and they can grab that with a win here. I think this is 2-0. I'm going to go Chelsea win the 0 at 1.75.
Yeah, and it's a must-win for them, isn't it? Tottenham just 2 points away, and I think Chelsea have got a possible 6 points to gain until the end of the season. Alex, you're also on this one. What do you like?
Yeah, Chelsea have 2 possibilities to earn that top 4 finish at the end of the season.
Yeah.
If Liverpool will fail to win against Brighton, or if Tottenham from their last 2 matches take maximum 4 points. That of course Chelsea needs to win everything till their last 2 matches. I think that they will. Huddersfield will come to defend here like they did against Manchester City. They will come to fight for 1 point because they will never win against Chelsea. I'm taking Chelsea and under 3.5 goals at 2.05.
All right. What were the odds there for the win to 0, big man?
1.75, I believe.
Okay, alrighty. West Ham versus Manchester United now. Manchester United 1.75, draw 3.8, West Ham 4.5. Nigel Bigman are on this one. Staying away from Manchester United. I bet them. I think you guys were on the Brighton win or a Brighton and a plus. And anyway, it came in. I think partly because I bet on Manchester United. But Nigel, you're not shying away from this match. What are you going for?
I'm going for the goals markets here. And I don't think you should be really putting too much trust in any team at the end of the season, games like this, because as you saw from the weekend, you're going to get your fingers burned. The form goes out the window. It's something we say, a big cliche we say, but you're going to throw valuable points away. You make good profit for the season in games that mean absolutely nothing to the players and the punters. So this is a very, very dangerous time to have bets on teams to win. I do think there'll be goals. I think West Ham have got the security now of being safe. I think that takes a huge amount of pressure off David Moyes. I think Moyes obviously up against Manchester United in the games. West Ham, Man United games under the lights at West Ham over the years have always featured goals. United have been impressive, 3 wins in their last 4. But they've got an FA Cup final to play for. Lukaku is obviously not playing, but that takes the goals in. I think players have got FA Cup places to play for. And I think it's going to be an entertaining game. Typical end of season game. I'm going both teams to score as a yes at 1.72.
Yeah, okay. I agree with you as well. Some of those outrights, and we've seen with West Brom, haven't they? When teams do relax, they start to produce results. And going with the bookies there, over 2.5 goals. Big man, what do you like?
Yeah, I'm going to go goals here as well. I mean, we all know West Ham United are have shipped goals all season. I think other than Stoke City, they've given up the most goals in the Premier League. And look, they've been able to score some goals as well. I'm not going too in depth with this one. I think they'll score at least one. I think United will grab a couple as well. I just see this as a more open match, 2-1, 2-2. I'll go both teams score over 2.5 at I don't know. I think it was 1.8. Yeah, 1.8.
All right,
Oh, sorry,
going for the
2.2.
Alex.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong one.
Yeah,
2.2 on that.
yeah. We've got Saeed. Both teams to score looks good for the Man City game. Right, Coppa Italia final now. Switching gears. Juve versus AC Milan. Juventus 1.91, draw 3.62, and AC Milan 5.2. They're no stranger to each other. Last four meetings have seen Juve winning here. We see three of those over 2.5 goals. Big man, start us off. I know you're a Juve fan. Juve 1.91. What are you going for here?
Listen, I think if you're a punter out there to bet against Juventus in this match, I don't really see why you would do that. I mean, they're going for four straight, winning the league and in the Coppa Italia. I just think they're a better version of AC Milan. I think AC Milan is them about 5 years ago. AC Milan obviously sets up the defend. They don't have a ton of players that can go forward and are good at going forward. Juve does now. They have that ability with Dybala and all these different great players that they have that can go for it. I mean, how fast is Douglas Costa? He's got to be one of the fastest players in the world, and it's amazing how fast he is. I just think they're a much better version of AC Milan. Milan's a middling Serie A team that has had struggles all year scoring goals. This is just too easy to me. I don't really. I mean, you pretty much can get double your money in Juventus right now to win Coppa Italia.
Yeah.
I don't see them being beat. I just think they're a much better team than AC Milan, and Milan is going to have to go forward, and I'm not sure they can against this defense.
Yeah. I know. I get nervous a little bit with this sort of a dangling carrot, but I'm on Juventus win 1.91. Somebody's mentioning the unders as well. Would you go for an unders, big man?
Yeah, I could see a clean sheet being kept here from Juve for sure. I could see 2-0.
Okay.
I believe they beat
Yeah.
Lazio 2-0 last year, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, that's what I would think. 2-0.
Yeah. Alex, Juventus versus AC Milan
Yeah,
Coppa Italia final.
it's the second time they meet in the final. They met in the final 2 years ago. Again, Juve clean sheet. Again, Juve won the title with the trophy. They are the first team in the history, the Italian history, to win both Scudetto and Coppa Italia for 3 years in a row. They will make it one more right now. I think that they will win. 1.87 right now for Juve to win. I think it's very, very good. Given the fact that they already wrapped up the title as they are already 6 points above Napoli, and they don't have the pressure of resting players for another match or something like that. So they are going all in. They are resting. They will be only without Mandzukic, but they have Dybala, they have Higuain. As Bigman said, Costa looks very, very good lately. He was in top shape in the second half against Bologna. He was the main reason of Juventus overcoming that 1-0, 0-1 result and winning 3-1. I think 1.87, you can simply not ignore the odds for Juventus.
Yeah. I've got a couple of bets here. Juventus to win and both teams to score, says Delo 4.33. Barca likes Juve 2-1 or 3-1, but he thinks Milan will score. Nigel, over to you now for the Coppa Italia final. What do you like?
All over Juventus. I mean, absolutely massive price for me. My only danger is that they may leave it to extra time. That could be a danger in cup ties if big quite close. But Juventus on a different level to AC Milan. They played them twice already this season, won both games, and you can get almost double your money. It looks too good to be true, which sometimes puts me off. I mean, if I was pricing this game up, I'd have Juventus around about 1.7. But I think 1.95 may be a little bit too. I think they're too big. I'm going all in for Juventus.
Yeah, I agree with that. Sometimes too good to be true. But let's wait and see. Finally, now we've got two La Liga matches. Barcelona versus Villarreal. They play on Wednesday. Barcelona 1.33, draw 5.75, and Villarreal 9.5. Natalie, Alex, and Nigel are on this one. Obviously, Barcelona have wrapped up the season now, La Liga winners. Can be a question of whether they will rotate players or bench some of their top players. Alex, do you think they're going to bench any players here? We're seeing the full Barcelona in action.
Yeah, full Barcelona in action. The only reason they are fighting right now, and the only reason they are putting their best squad is because they will want to keep this season unbeaten till the end of the season. So Messi will try to score more goals. He's competing for the Ballon d'Or with Ronaldo and Salah. I think that they will use the first squad. I don't think that Villarreal, it will be tough for Villarreal to find the back of the net against Barcelona. So I'm playing Barcelona and under 4.5 goals at evens right now. So maximum 4 goals, the Martin Classic. This is the Martin Classic for me.
That's not bad. What were the odds for that one?
At evens, you double your money with that.
At evens. Okay, cool. Who's on the Nigel? Nigel, what do you like?
Yeah, I'm going for Barcelona to win easy. I thought Barcelona played really well last night. Real Madrid, down to 10 men. I thought they were exceptional. I thought they looked a much better side and should have won it. I think Barcelona are on a different level to Villarreal. They're going to go unbeaten. 8 of the last 9 matches between these two sides, Barcelona have won by 2 goals or more. So I think Barcelona minus 1.5 at 1.75 is a bet here. I think Barcelona win by at least 2 goals, and I think they could take the momentum on and go throughout the season unbeaten in Spain. I thought they were exceptional against Real Madrid last night. Really good.
Yeah. And as well, somebody made a comment, very true. Obviously, they'll want to end the season undefeated on their turf as well. So they'll definitely be playing for that win. I'm going for, and somebody mentioned Anzi there, Barca, Villarreal, both teams to score. You get that at 1.7. I know Barcelona rarely concede at home. I think it's just 10. But Villarreal are fighting for that top spot, playing for the 5th spot there. And I think that Barcelona will be a little bit more relaxed. I think we're going to see both teams scoring. So that's for me. Both teams score 1.7. And finally, now we've got Sevilla versus Real Madrid. Myself and Nigel are on this one. Real Madrid you can get for 2.1. Sevilla 3.1 and draw 4. I thought that was not a bad price there for Real Madrid, considering that until this weekend, Sevilla hadn't won a match in 7. Sort of another team, really, that have gone on holiday. What are you going for, Nigel?
I'm going for Sevilla to win it. Or I'm going to go for Sevilla, draw no bet. I think Real Madrid now is all about the Champions League final. I think they used an awful lot of momentum up against Barcelona last night. That would have taken a lot out of the players. And the big factor for them, Ronaldo got injured. So Real Madrid without Ronaldo going to Sevilla, despite their form, it's still a very, very tough place to go. I don't think Real Madrid will care too much about this. Their big game was last night, and their big game is in a couple of weeks against Liverpool. I think Real Madrid are worth taking on. I'm going to go for Sevilla, draw no bet, which surprisingly they're the favourites for the match now, Sevilla. There's been a huge amount of money since Ronaldo was confirmed missing. They're now down to about 1.95, draw no bet, but I still think Sevilla. I don't think Real Madrid win it. I don't think they care at all about this game. Not at all.
Okay, interesting. And somebody else just chimed in as well. Jack Mario, Sevilla will win. Well, I did my research just last night, and I was going for the Real Madrid win. I thought they're 3 points behind Atletico. I think this is a must win. I know just because they must win, they won't. But I'm going to stick with my guns on this one, and so I'm going head to head with you, Nigel. But you make a very good point there. And yes, they do have that Champions League fixture as well. All right, that wraps up the midweek games. We're just going to get the best bet from you guys and a 2-team parlay if you have one. Big man, what do you like?
I really like Chelsea win to 0 against Huddersfield, and I'll go 2-team parlay Arsenal and Swansea draw no bet.
All right, awesome stuff. Alex, what are you going for?
I'm going Juventus for my banker, and I'm going Barcelona and under 4.5 with Chelsea and under 3.5.
All right, Nigel, what do you like?
My best bet is under 2.5 goals in the game between Swansea and Southampton. I think that'll be very, very, very tight. Really tight. And in a double, I'm going to throw that one in as my best double because it's my best single. So I'm going to throw it in the double. And a double with Juventus. I think the 1.95 Juventus is too big to win against Milan.
Yeah. I've got just two favourite bets here for midweek, like the Arsenal win and Juventus win as well. So those are my two best bets. And there we go. That wraps up the weekly kickoff. I just read a comment here. SBL World coverage is going to be lit, says Ryan Hong. Yes, it is. We are super excited. Everything is in motion. So we'll let you guys know what we've got planned as soon as we can. But thank you very much, Nigel, Big Man, and Alex. Have a fantastic week, and see you on Wednesday for the Premier League Punters Show. Take care, guys, and thanks for watching.
Thank you.
See you later.
Thank you.